Hey YouTube, this is Zach with Achilles Financial, and we are back with another day, and this is why we like earnings season. Again, look at this beautiful graph right here. This is when we bought puts. This is what happened today. So again, in earnings season, for plays like this, I do like to have some quick flips. For other earnings plays, I do like to have longer runouts just so that we can kind of watch and see what happens. But Wells Fargo, we knew that the dividend was going to be changing, as well as we knew that they had the least amount of exposure to the trading side, which is why when we look at their compadres, JP Morgan Chase, as you can see, they actually finished the day up 0.5%, although they're jumping after hours. It seems that all the banks are doing so. So what they saw off, I think that they opened like pre-market at one point. They were like $101, $102. And man, they are running right now. But for JP Morgan, we actually sold out of that play. Again, didn't collect a lot of profit there, just $6 off of this trade. However, again, when you're trading on small accounts, you do want to take those profits when they come. This was running into the earnings run up, and I didn't know what was going to come tomorrow or if one bank would bring everything down. So I did want to kind of just not have that exposure. So I took the profit, walked away, but I held on to those Wells Fargo's puts just because I was a little bit more confident in them. And as you can see, we walked away with 100% return on investment, and this is just overnight. So $70 into $140. These were the earnings plays that we were watching. This is what we wanted to see. So those were the banks. Again, we saw them. I did not play Citigroup, but Citi kind of split the difference between the two of them. They don't have quite the same amount of trading revenue, but they didn't see anything exciting associated with them in terms of the overall buy. Again, they were in the same boat as JP Morgan. They had that earnings beat, but they're just getting squeezed. So I did not make that play. The one that I'm going to be watching later this week, I'm really looking to see if I can flip this tomorrow before earnings, because we anticipate, or tomorrow evening before Thursday earnings, because we do anticipate that they are going to have a similar approach where they make the statement, hey, we are going to be using ABC, we are going to be doing this. This is our forecast. The forecast is the big one, but Bank of America also has that expectation to trade higher because they have a lot of trading exposure, and as evidenced by the fact that we are growing as a channel, that you are growing your account balances, we are actively watching Bank of America. And for those of you who are new to the channel, I am long on Bank of America, and I have a substantial part of my holding is made up in Bank of America. So I like the stock. I think that one thing we are going to be watching to make sure that we avoid is that all of this does not get priced in. So I'm just looking at the options. Again, they need a pretty big move by the end of the week. And let me remind you that we are up 35 cents in after hours trading. So that's what we're seeing right there. So all in all, this is what the portfolio looks like today. And you're asking, Zach, why are we seeing kind of, and this is just normal with options trading, you're going to see these large spikes up and down. But why are we negative on the day if you just showed us two trades where we made money? So a lot of the trades that we were holding coming into today, particularly on the tech side, you can see that we're losing. Again, I was holding the work call from yesterday. This TSM call, this is going to be big. I'll get back into that. But again, Facebook, Microsoft, and a cloud-based company, we're still holding those. So this right here, just what you see right here, let's look at the today's return. You can see that we're actually losing a bit on these just from today. The big one that we need to be watching, though, from a total return perspective is, what is this? It's a Tesla play. So this is the first time that I'm playing Tesla, and this is not all as bad as you would think just from looking at this. And this is just because the options chain went crazy here at the end of the day. So as you can see, this 810 call, which is the one farther out of the money, is actually priced pretty high comparatively to the 1800. So tomorrow, once those balance out, this will actually become positive, because right now it's saying I'm negative, and that is not the case. And in fact, this technically can't happen, but it's just how the options chain ended at the end of the day. And you can see that that's just due to the exposure that you see right here. It's just a wide bid-ask spread. So once that opens tomorrow, I'll be okay. However, the reason that I like this play is, or the reason I like Tesla in general, you can see that again, a lot of my exposure, this says that I'm a lot worse off than I am, is I decided to do a straddle, and instead of doing a buy call and sell, or buy call buy put, both far out of the money because Tesla is a big mover, what I've done instead, just because I don't have thousands of dollars, I mean, if you look at these trades, this trade that I was just looking at for a call by the end of the week, you'd have to pay $2,000 to say that it's going to move 250 bucks. So instead what I'm doing is I'm looking for the quick flip going into tomorrow. So what I need realistically is if Tesla opens tomorrow above 1600 or below 1450, I'll be able to take my profit. And again, they're a big mover. They're up $30 after hours. They're continuing to trade. They do trade overnight. This is the one that I'm going to be watching. This is the one that could bring the account balance back over $1,000. So that's what we're going to be watching. Again, just to showcase this, we've got a lot of noise in the industry. We've got a lot of optimism with them. However, they also have the most put option activity than any other company worldwide. It's insane. So with that much fire that we're looking at, I do want to take advantage of the fact that I'm going to play both sides. And again, while this means that I'm most likely going to lose a lot, if not all of my investment on one side, if it moves, then I could have a big win. So this is the one we're looking at. And then that leads me into my next play that I've set up. And this is one that you can still get in because as you can see, I'm actually down $2 on this one. So Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing, or TSM, is a chip maker. Why is that important? Well, what is the stock that I trade on this channel all the time, and I've made multiple videos, is NVIDIA, and you saw that I do already have a play on NVIDIA. TSM is announcing earnings later this week, so they're going to announce on Thursday pre-market. So why is this important? So the chip makers have been having an excellent quarter. They are absolutely killing it. And TSM just hasn't had the same run in the past week that we saw NVIDIA and AMD have. So I say that, but now that we're looking at it, granted they moved another 2.5% today, but they are killing it, and I want them to announce great earnings. Now, even if they have something come against them, whether it's profits or what have you, as long as they say that their revenues are going up, I think that this will reflect positively on the stock. And I do need this to go up, but I do have an $85 call, but look how far out it is. It's 8/28, so I've got more than a month on this, and they announce earnings this week. So really what we're looking for is positive momentum here, and then I'm going to flip this on Thursday. The other stock that I want to see have that same exact effect is my darling sugar baby, NVIDIA. And as you can see, we're already up right at $12 here, but I think that this can go longer. And again, we need that positive news on TSM. If we don't get positive news, then I may get clapped here as well. But for right now, I'm pretty bullish on NVIDIA. You can just Google NVIDIA and you can get a lot of that same optimism. And as we rotate into tech next week, then I think that we're going to have some good momentum there. So I really need the positivity there, because if you look at my overall plays, we've got NVIDIA, TSM, and Tesla's tying up the bulk of my account value right now. Don't really have anything else. So just to kind of showcase what stocks I'm looking for and the plays that I'm in, feel free to pause and look at the screen at this point in time. You can see that this is what I am targeting. I should have flipped this today. This was up after I purchased it, but then it dropped back down. Oh well, so that happens. But anyway, like I just said, these are the options that I'm looking at today. Notice the fact that I have time on all of these. So keep in mind that this means nothing unless you have cash. So all of this, my account balance right now is 0 because I am all tied up into cash. So, or into the options. So none of this matters until I close them out and take the profit. Please remember that. I do think that we're going to see a big explosion tomorrow in terms of Tesla. I kind of need it to happen. But we've got Tesla And then the big ones are going to be those chip makers on Thursday. So I am not watching right now any of the financial plays for tomorrow. I am going to be watching some of the continuations that we may see from, I believe UNH is reporting tomorrow. So we've got some movers. Yeah, UNH is going to be tomorrow. J&J, I believe, is going to be on Thursday. And then we've got Netflix, I believe, is actually also Thursday. Perfect. So we've got a big day on Thursday. Tomorrow's going to be a continuation from where we're at, but I am excited about it just because, again, we've had some good wins that made these plays free. We just need Tesla. So everyone go out, run it up, run it up. So I say that when those of you who are watching this are probably in the same boat as me and not able to afford 100 shares of Tesla. But that is okay. I am optimistic. I hope you are as well. This is fun. I love earnings season. I hope you are enjoying it as well. I hope you made some money on those bank plays. In the meantime, if you've got some plays that you would recommend, please drop those in the comment section down below. And if you found this content helpful, please leave a like and subscribe. Thanks, everyone. Talk to you later.